Welcome. And we are back from a holiday, Thanksgiving holiday, actually. So we hope that you had a great break, if you had one, with your family or off work. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I had a good Thanksgiving.
Eat a little bit?
I ate a lot of it.
So let's just talk a little bit about how our Thanksgiving was and what we did. I know for me, I traveled. I went to my parents and ate about 479,000 calories on Thursday alone. Lots of good food.
That's a lot of calories.
Lots of good food. I cooked a little bit.
What you cook?
I cooked a strawberry rhubarb pie from Meyer. Pumpkin pie that I accidentally brought that was frozen. My mom said, "Do we have to bake this?"
You know what? You remind me of when Patti LaBelle said that everybody was buying her pies, but they were eating them
Right.
without putting them in the
Oven, yes.
So she was reminding people that you are
Supposed to bake the
Yeah,
pie.
it was really good after Mom baked it after she'd been cooking for about 14 hours. So that's what I brought.
But you cooked a strawberry rhubarb pie that you bought from Meyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say now I've never had that. Is that cold or? I mean, do you cook it or is it something that you
They cooked it
cook up and put in the refrigerator?
No,
type
they
of pie?
cooked it. It's like a strawberry pie, but it has rhubarb in it. So I bought it from the bakery. It's already cooked.
All right.
Chef Boyardee. I see. I see you.
Seriously?
Did you cook, Clarence?
Yes, I cooked. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and tell us what you cooked and what you ate.
What I ate and what I cooked were two different things. My aunt, I had to help my aunt finish cooking because she had a medical procedure, so she couldn't lift everything out of the stove. So I cooked some cabbage, I cooked macaroni and cheese, I cooked some green beans and potatoes. So I actually did cook. I didn't, have Meyer do it. I had to actually cook. No, legitimately, I cooked. Legitimately, I cooked.
So you say that because, like, some people, you ever hear people say a certain person don't look like they can cook?
Yeah.
So you saying he don't look like he can cook, or?
That's too easy.
You really did.
Yes.
Too
Yes.
easy. Doc.
But yes.
Some people look like they can eat, but I agree with her that not everybody looks like that.
Yeah.
But that's
But
crazy.
yeah. But I ate. I sat and watched a football game. I had to sit through and watch a football game. See, I'm a Vikings fan, but I have to sit through and watch the game. Whatever games Jalen's playing, I have to sit through and watch that game the whole time.
Playing.
The Cowboys and the
I
Giants.
just wanted you to say,
That you should.
"Yay,
No, the Giants lost.
yay!" Cowboys.
Yeah, the Giants. Your dad was happy about that, huh?
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Cowboys doing all right.
So did you cook that?
I did, but we're not gonna talk about the stuff I cooked. I didn't need to cook anything because if you cook it, you're gonna eat it, and I don't want to talk about it. So
Why not?
Because she burnt everything.
no, I didn't. Well, burn as in
No, they were not a good one.
Ebonical burning.
Darker than me, dark.
Oh, that was burnt. That was burnt. That was burnt. That's almost charcoal.
No. I'm just saying that because I love the holidays, but I that weight, and so that's why I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, it's the weight. Just
Because you gain weight.
Yeah.
You can't lose your head. I mean, your head is already big. You can't lose that. So
I forgot we on camera. Yeah, but that's it. But just just to put it out there, my family really, it was amazing. We had some awesome food. Everybody that contributed, it was just good food. Everything was good. So a lot of desserts, too many desserts. So, but just amazing. Yeah.
Good.
yeah, I put it
that's
down in the
it.
kitchen. I'm a beast. I'm just gonna be straight up. I'm a dog in the kitchen. I'm rough.
You cooked?
Yeah, macaroni and barbecue. Put a little this and that on the grill. Hey, gets in the kitchen.
Now that I believe. No offense.
Now,
Clarence.
he brought up something. So, Jill, let's talk about cultural dinners.
Okay.
Lay out your dinner at your family feast on Thanksgiving.
Okay. I'll try to think of how it was set up. So there's turkey. My mom makes a giant, massive turkey because we usually have like anywhere, I don't know, between 30 and 40 people. So it's a pretty good crowd at my parents' house. So we have turkey, gravy. We call it stuffing. You call it dressing, maybe? I don't know. Stuffing. No, real stuffing. We used to have to.
Is it white bread? Is it white bread or cornbread?
It's baked bread first. The
White.
bread is baked,
Well, baked white
and
bread.
we have to tear it all
Tear it
up.
up.
Yeah.
Stuffing.
Yep. So there's celery and a bunch of other stuff in there. So then we have my mom makes like a sweet potato
That's gross.
stuff, but she doesn't.
Stuff.
Yeah, she doesn't put marshmallows in it like a lot of white people do. You put marshmallows in it.
Got you.
They don't belong. So there's that, and then we've got rolls, really good rolls, and then something called like it's like a bean salad, so like a kidney bean salad or something to that
Three
effect.
beans.
Three bean salad. Yeah.
Green bean casserole. I'm trying to think of everything. Whole bunch. I mean, there's a lot of food.
And
So
rhubarb.
it's probably,
Yeah, rhubarb
probably the
strawberry.
only thing. Yeah, Meyer store-bought pies. My mom throws it down. So probably the only difference is like we don't have greens. Like that's just not, we don't have that.
Gonna happen.
But I wouldn't be surprised if there weren't if there were too many differences, really.
Yeah. Well, no, I just want to know because you almost on it.
Stop.
What?
Your food.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, I don't know about anybody else, but when E talked about the barbecue, we had a turkey, we had a ham, we had ribs, we had baked chicken, we had fried chicken,
Yeah.
we had roast beef, we had oxtails, we had macaroni and cheese, we had meatballs, we had collard greens, we had cabbage greens, we had green beans, we had dressing, cornbread
Beans,
dressing.
greens,
Yeah, so what we had, we had spaghetti, potato salad.
You got spaghetti?
Yes, spaghetti, potato salad. We had everything, and then there was a whole lot of desserts.
You didn't wonder why we broke. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we had more desserts than we had food. We had a lot of desserts, and then by the time you eat all the food, you can't really eat. I mean, I do, but you have to go.
question-
You have to go in different.
So leftovers.
Yeah.
Do you do leftovers? I mean, you got all of this because some people don't do leftovers. Period.
Normally, I don't, but I do for Thanksgiving.
For Thanksgiving?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things I wanted to say real quick is that what I don't like is that I don't like the waste. Like some people when they fix the kids' plates and things like that, they pile the plate up and etc. I don't like that. But then I'm saying the next day, some people cook so much food that they're throwing food.
Oh, yeah,
away.
So
Well-
the best thing after a holiday is that ham. Because you could do so much
Yeah,
with that.
I agree.
the turkey too. Yeah,
Turkey. I take that ham and dice it up with some old Great Northern bees. Boom, there you
yeah.
go.
But
Take that ham bone, let it on.
No.
Some old black eyed peas.
look at
Come on,
it.
man.
But to Doc talk about the leftovers, I'm telling you, if you still got them as Tuesday, it's time to put them out. It's time to put them out. You
Yeah,
can't have.
that's the limit. That's the limit.
It's one thing about it, and I know we do it in my family. Like if there's a lot of greens and
You freeze 'em.
left over, oh, you throw those in the freezer.
Yeah, you freeze them.
What? When it comes to a Christmas, sit that bag in some boiling water,
Yeah.
and there you go.
But yeah, that's different. And when Doc B was talking about waste, we have a lot of kids, but we always tell them, put on your plate what you're gonna eat. You can always come
And are
back.
you one of those people that you make them eat it? You come back.
Yeah.
You gonna eat?
Yeah, you're gonna eat it before you get anything else. That's how it is. But and a lot of kids, they know that, so they'll get what they're gonna eat. And that goes with the drinks. They'll get what they're going to eat because there is a lot of waste. There's a lot of people that think that they want it. They pile it on their plate. They eat 3 things and then they're like, oh, I'm full. And, it's all that other food.
And it's okay if you take that plate with you.
Right.
See,
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna run into that one right there. What you just said. Now I'm gonna ask you, Jill, because all of us, over here, we got that one family member that always fixed the to-go plate first.
Oh yeah. We have some family members who don't even stay for dinner. They just come hang out and literally make their plate and yes, we have those. As well.
So that's not cultural. That's just
No,
people,
that's
huh?
just people.
That's just people. Do they bring their own aluminum foil, though?
People.
They bring their own
They all should go try?
Yeah.
container. So you have to think. I mean, I just wonder because we have that in our family.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
That one that just.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, always. And so, I mean, it sounds like all of us were very thankful. So just statistic wise, because we always want to educate. So most people, 4 out of 5 people say that they're most thankful for their family, which that's understandable. Next, friends. Next, health, memories. Other people said stability, personal freedom, wealth, and opportunity. A third of Americans will spend or had spent Thanksgiving being grateful for their achievements. That's very interesting. So on another note, let's talk a little bit about travel. So I found a very interesting statistic, and you would think that right now with the gas prices, I mean, they're really not too bad right now, but compared to where they were, you wouldn't think that a lot of people would be traveling for Thanksgiving. Well, that's not true. So AAA said that over 54.6 million people traveled 50 miles or more for Thanksgiving. I know the airlines were extremely packed, record numbers. So that brings me to my next thing. Let's talk a little bit about the expense of Thanksgiving. You know, we talked about the turkey. The turkey that my mom gets is what, like a 40-pound? I mean, it's a massive turkey. The ham, and if you saw the news or anything prior to Thanksgiving, that's one of the things they talked about. Is they talked about the cost per person or the cost per family for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, I mean, did you feel it in any of your, your gatherings? Did you feel like there was less food? I sure didn't. I mean, it was the same as it was every year.
Yeah. Well, and I feel because they say on an average, a household can spend a month's income on Thanksgiving dinner. Imagine a month's income
That's crazy.
on one dinner. But you got to factor in the turkey. Think about the turkey. You get a 20-pound turkey. It was what?
$6.
Yes. Yes. $1 and something a pound. You know, where the last couple of years it was like 89, 99, some. It's like $1.10, $1.15 a pound, depending on the turkey. The hams were more expensive. Now, my family, I don't believe we had chitlins or chitterlings as you chitterlings, but those were going. They were like I think $27, $28 a bucket. Yeah. So I mean, and most family you cook about what 3 or 4 buckets at a dinner time.
I don't do them.
I don't need them.
Can I ask this question? I mean, that number you put out there, that was pretty big as far as the monthly income. But my question is, does that include like maybe the traveling? That you know what I'm saying?
No, that's just a dinner.
The meal, yeah.
Just a dinner.
I can't see that. I mean, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
quite
I
honest.
can't see that.
That's a lot.
But
Because at the end
they
of the
feed
day-
the whole family reunion or something. Like,
If most families, everybody brings something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time. So I can't run with that one because at the end of the day, even like I spent maybe $130, $150 max. You know what I'm saying? So and I brought stuff. So I can't see.
so you said even with everybody else contributing, if they spend 200.
So it adds up. Then that's what
per household, per family. So I mean, like I said, that doesn't.
I understand what you're saying, and again, and statistically, who makes the statistics, but I'm just saying, I understand what you're saying, and we're like that, and if you're smart, because my aunt does a bulk of the cooking, but if you're smart, she start buying in October. She started buying in October. But a lot of people, we're last minute. We start doing things, and then does the incidentals and things like that. So
Let's go back to the chitlins real quick, because this is a question that I had. I noticed on Facebook, this is definitely a cultural difference, because I've eaten a lot of things. I've never had a you call
chitlin?
it is it called chitli in plural? I've never
It's a
had
chitlin. That's it.
Chitlin.
Chitlin. Yeah.
So they had.
said a chitlin?
They were in the sink. So they were in like the sink.
Yes.
So you're rinsing, like, what does a chitlin taste like? E says you don't do them. Why?
I have no idea.
You don't eat them. Why not?
Do you eat them, Dr. P?
No,
I've never eaten them.
that's
But
an
they-
insult.
But no, it's very common.
Would you eat somebody intestines?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, they're pig intestines.
But why? So they're very common though.
Yeah, a lot of people eat them.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Thanksgiving and Christmas, a lot of people eat them.
I wouldn't.
So ask
Actually,
them the question: how many people in their family eat chitlins?
A lot of people in my family eat them.
well, my family.
not a
Question asked.
okay, yeah, and not a lot of people in my family eat chitterlings, but I
Chitterlings.
She said,
You eat 'em?
Burger.
That's
no.
Oh,
But I'm saying, but there are people in my family that do. Now, one time I was trying to help clean some, and then I got in trouble because my mom said, you threw all of the
you got you.
in the trash.
Yeah.
But it all looked the same to me. So I don't, you don't want me to clean. Listen, America, don't call me to help you clean the chitterling.
because my dad eats a lot of, like, he'll eat just like cow tongue, just weird stuff. But
Yeah,
that's
well,
one
yeah.
thing that I've never seen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just
Once you smell it, you wouldn't want to touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When you
interesting.
probably clean it,
Yeah, people love it.
People love them. People love them. People love them.
it stink.
a
Yeah.
lot of people love them.
That's the
Hi,
first
brother.
Yeah. A lot of people love them. A lot of people eat them. I
Everybody
personally
got their
have
special way
never.
of cleaning them. Everybody got their special way of cooking them.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, either way it goes, it look, smells nasty.
My grandfather was a pig farmer, so I've experienced fresh chitlins with my grandmother. When they get the hog, and we would have in July we would have a family reunion. And my grandfather was a pig farmer, and we would have a hog roast. So they would separate the pig. But I've seen my grandmother at times when they got and she's cleaning chitlins. She clear out the house when she popped those chitlins fresh. Oh, you ain't going back in the house for a while.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Half of the
amazing.
Facebook timeline we're having.
We're gonna get you some
talking
chitlins.
about the cost, you know. So I mean,
Yeah.
it was like a super popular thing.
We're gonna get you some
for
chitlins.
Thanksgiving.
Hey, Lacey, I think Lacey might cook them. Lacey, if you cook chitlins, we're going to get Jill some chitlins.
No,
We
you
gonna
don't eat them. If you don't eat something, I'm not eating
You going to eat chitlins on air. For Christmas, we're going to have you some chitlins. You going to have some Christmas chitlins, Jill.
Yeah, like that one show where you eat all that weird stuff.
A lot of people after their Thanksgiving meal go Thanksgiving shopping, or what everyone calls Black Friday shopping. Did you guys participate in that at all?
No.
No, me neither.
No, I can't stand the crowds. I would hurt
It's
somebody.
a scam.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that.
A scam.
Yes, it's a scam. Serious business. I worked at Toys R Us for about 2 or 3 years as a manager. And I'm gonna tell you what we used to do. We used to the day before, 2 days prior, we have all the stickers already made. So the day before, we putting up these stickers. And what we do is we put it over the price. The toy or whatever has a price tag on there. And we say, okay, we dropped it down 30%. That's the same price it was. And I'm dead serious.
You're right. You're right.
Run through the whole store and do that. Now, the day of Black Friday, I got a line. We open up at 6 in the morning.
Right.
You got a line out there at 3.
Man, I got there. I had to be there at 4 just to make sure everything was ready. It was line already there, wrapped around.
Probably in sleeping bags.
Yeah, waiting on me. What time are you opening up? 6 o'clock. When I lift that gate up, it was just a mad rush. And I'm sitting there like, y'all so stupid.
No.
I mean, I'm sitting there literally thinking, y'all dumb. Because all we did was just put
Right.
a 30% down on top of the
But you know what? The only reason I say, and I get it, but I'm saying the reason I say they're not stupid is because some people actually do it as a tradition to get together, and ladies get together and they go out shopping, etc. I don't, never have, but I know that some people
They
do that, and so it's a fun time. I know some people that go Black Friday shopping and they don't even buy anything
Just to go.
They kind of go. They like to be out in the crowd, the hypeness of it, and it stirs them for Christmas. So thinking about the original Black Friday, or one of the original Black Fridays, not the one in Philadelphia where the police got mad, but so the Macy's parade, and so all of the shopping that started from that. So just the gathering of family, friends, and having fun.
I can't do it. I can't do it because, and one thing I'm thankful for, we didn't hear a trampling at Walmart this year. You know, the last couple of years, I know one was in Brooklyn, one was in Baltimore, and one was in Buffalo, that there was some tramplings of people trying to get in. I'm not in a hurry to have anybody take my money like that. I'm not trying to spend my money. I'm not going to fight nobody to spend my money.
I'm
I'm
going
not-
to the next day to go shopping, period.
Day before Christmas, Christmas Eve.
No. It's the 2 days after Christmas. That is the best time to go shopping.
Poor kids.
No, anybody. Because-
Poor kids.
Changed it on the calendar. Santa's coming.
Instead of running on CP time at your house.
because everything is dropped. I mean, that's when the sales are actually on.
sure.
And then the things that people are brung back because they don't want. Oh, they automatically go straight to the clearance rack.
So how do you? So talk to the parents that have children that can't really do that, or how do you make that happen?
What, the day after Christmas? The day-
Yeah.
Hey, you better figure it out. Hey, no, hey. I always told my kids, I wish a fat white man would come down my chimney. I got something for him. Because if it's real,
Look at E.
I didn't even know he was white.
hey, yes, don't act like that. But if he came down my chimney, oh man, I'm gonna have a problem.
I'm appalled.
We gonna have a you Paul.
This worse
I'm gonna
than
get an
Jesus.
assignment.
It's working.
I'm just saying, you come down my chimney, I have something from you.
Well, you know when you're a parent, you have those, those calendars that you used to put like cotton balls where Santa's beard was. No, okay, well I did.
We're not those parents.
My parents had a calendar with.
Girl, we need to use them cotton balls.
Okay. Yeah, so like every day, and when it got closer, you could see like whatever the cotton balls filled up Santa's beard.
No, we didn't do that.
Okay,
No.
I like
Next.
that.
Cotton balls when they're not alcohol.
Well, let's get that going.
But use it for crap. But in regards to Black Friday, I that's too many people for me. I don't even like to go shopping on like a Tuesday, let alone that many people. So a lot of people now are doing like an online or Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
They said this year Black Friday sales raked in a record 9.12 billion just from online shoppers. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I think it's easier to spend money though when you don't even leave the house. I think it's
What?
much easier to spend money on Amazon than it is to go into a store and contend with all of those people. So why?
So
wouldn't you do
that means that they hit their profit since that's the black.
Yeah, yeah, they're in a
So
black.
good for them.
And it's funny. You if you heard the reports prior to Thanksgiving, they were talking about the economy and how it's shaky and it rebounded, but then it dipped, then it rebounded, then it dipped. They didn't know the forecast that it was going to be lower than the previous years. They didn't know if Black Friday was going to be profitable, Cyber Monday. But then they give you these reports that they're over.
Right.
It's all a scam, a gimmick, or whatever, however you want to say it.
Is
Because
that the truth?
well, it has to be because the week prior you watched every economic report,
But that's the projection.
but they were saying it dipped. It was low. Income was down. The job market went up, but then it spiked. Then it plateaued. Then it went down. I mean, there was all
like
these different
gas.
things.
It's a ploy to get people to go shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we believe what they tell us.
Yeah,
Just
you
like
sit and listen to that. You believe what
Just
they
like
tell
the
you.
weather forecast. When the weatherman that we've never met, that we have no idea who he is, when he tells us it's going to snow 8 inches on Sunday, we go buy a bunch of food. We assume it's going to snow. The financial projections, all of this, we don't know who's
Don't
giving
y'all think-
those projections.
I'm the one that got to see the snow before I go to the
we
store.
believe what they tell us, so they're going to tell us whatever they want us to believe.
Yeah, but when I say that, I'm saying I think people are going to do what they want to do, no matter what. No matter what people are
Yep, and
saying.
you'll have those
So, fear tactics or whatever. When they make a projection, this is what I believe they're projecting it based on the things that they're hearing. People afraid to spend money on this, etc. Gas prices, rent is up, mortgage, etc. I think that people at the end of the day decide Christmas, you're not going to mess with. I'm going to do everything I want to do, and I'm going to go all out for my kids, and I'm going to do blah, blah, blah for Christmas, and they don't care.
Right.
And Black Friday, they looking for those sales.
Yeah.
So it's
But how many TVs you need? You got a TV at tax season. How many TVs do you need at Black Friday?
They rented a TV at Texas.
Oh my
They
God.
rented it.
Goodbye.
Then when he got the 85 inch, and they couldn't keep up with the payments.
You just
He ain't behaving today.
Am I lying?
Yeah, but Doc V, you made a valid point. I want to ask the panel. Let's let's be realistic. This Christmas that we talk about is not the spiritual religious holiday that it is. Why do we make it such a commercial upcoming that we have to keep up with the Joneses commercially for our children, for it to be a good Christmas? Why do we believe that this is something that we need to make a Christmas?
I want y'all to answer that since I don't have children.
I don't. When I say I don't, I really don't. My kids will tell you. I say Christmas, if that's the case, Christmas all year round. When you call and say, Daddy, can you cash out me this? I don't put no emphasis in it because it's simple.
Santa baby. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something later on. You know,
Got all the cotton balls in his beard.
I'm just saying, at this point juncture of my life, I know better.
But your children are grown.
Even when they was young,
Okay.
because simple fact, I don't believe in Christmas.
Okay.
Like that.
I
Okay.
know, because my biggest thing is Christmas all year round. Like I said,
Yes.
the biggest part about me this time of year is hanging out with my family. That's the more I want to hang out more than anything. Let's go kick it. Let's go play cards. Let's go have a drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's do what
Yeah.
we do.
What about you, Jill?
I wish that I could say that. His answer, because now that I'm older and my daughter's older, that's how I feel. But I was that person that not really had to keep up with the Joneses, but especially being a single parent, I felt like I always had to kind of compete with her dad. And when I was growing up, our Christmases were, my parents weren't millionaires by any means, but my mom, they didn't have a lot of money growing up. So for their Christmas, they got homemade clothing or a bicycle. So my mom, I think, felt like she had to overcompensate for what they didn't have since my parents were able. So our Christmases were huge. And, you know, I'm from a Catholic family. So Christmas was spiritual for a minute. But the presents and everything, my brother and I joke about it because they just poured out. So me growing up like that, I feel like this is how it's supposed to be. So it's not really for me a keeping up with the Joneses. It's more like I felt in my head like this is what I'm supposed to do. And however I have to do it, I'm going to do it. Now that I'm older and she's older, like E said, it's more about family. And I feel like she feels like that as well. So I wish I could say that, but for a long time, that's not how it was for me.
Well, I'm like E, and y'all laugh at me every time I say this. Christmas was never a thing for me.
You didn't have kids.
No, I don't like presents.
No, you still don't.
I don't like presents,
Oh,
even
my
as a
God.
child. I don't like presents. I hate surprises. So I was.
When I gave you.
Yours was a priceless one. I love yours. I wish I could have had kept yours forever. But no, I don't like presents.
I go like this, man.
So really, so therefore, it was never even when kids was thrust upon me. Never did I think that it had to be this big of a thing because I'm not this present person. I'll give you something, but I'm not. I mean, I'm not going to go out.
Did your wife buy the presents though? Like, did she agree with your?
No, she's a present giver. Yeah, but in an instant, I wouldn't do it because I don't like presents. I hate surprises. So Christmas, it was never like I needed something for Christmas. So Christmas never been one of those things at the top of my list that I needed.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's a good question. And I think, you know, talking about the financial aspect is a lot of people go broke. You know, that they, even for Black Friday shopping, people are putting stuff on, you know, oh, you can save 20% if you open a credit card at Kohl's. So, you know, people are putting money on a credit card that they can't afford. So, and it's to keep up with that ideology, like you just said. So I definitely feel that. So tomorrow, we're going to talk a little bit about, which probably we should have had it on this show, uncensored censorship.
Why she look at you when she said that? E?
I wasn't looking at him specifically.
Feel some type of way.
I would feel that way too.
What type of way?
I just feel like you
Singling them out.
We've never had. No, I was just.
because I'm black.
It's because you don't have cotton balls on your beard. And you guys singled me out because you've never heard of the Cotton Ball Santa. So if anyone watching that has heard of the Cotton Ball Santa, I would really appreciate some support.
Our cotton balls went in that big jar of rubbing alcohol. You had to scoop out once you get and tap yourself if you cut yourself. I mean, I'm just saying.
We use a Band-Aid for that.
So you just, there's a lot you need to
Man, we have to talk about it. We did talk a lot. So we want to thank you for joining us this evening. We want to also remind you to join us tomorrow at 8:30 to talk about uncensored censorship. See if I can say that correctly. We hope that you had a great Thanksgiving. We are always thankful for you, for watching, for sharing, and for being on this journey with us. And like we always say,
always protect your mind.
Protect your mind.
we will see you tomorrow.
No, she didn't put it straight on school.